Well, now to speak more about this, joining me in the studio is Deepak Bhadana, the man behind the story, and of course, Pal Singh, former IG, Punjab Police as well. Mr. Singh, do stay on with us. I'm going to take a quick question with the man behind the story. Deepak, help the viewers understand and help them read what essentially is the premise of this documentary. That there's a long history of, gangland-infused violence at play over here as well. What's the Canada connection essentially all about?
So you see that in the 90s, when India successfully manages to crush the Khalistani insurgency, Punjab for once is at peace. But in that moment, what we fail to see is that embers of the movement survive. A number of these people are extracted to Pakistan, and a lot of them find asylum in Western countries where they go as political refugees. They claim that they've been persecuted here. And Western nations, for once, were gullible. Today, they're paying the price. You see, the people that went there with their ideologies, they never really gave up that mindset. And now they are campaigning for Khalistan in Canada, right? There is a growing terror crime nexus wherein they leverage their contacts in the organized crime world, and they are then used to execute killings, execute extortions, or smuggling. In India, if you look at Punjab today, more often than not, the people that you find working for the Khalistanis are people who've had a long track record of crime. These are gangsters, a number of them that you would see in the gang wars that have happened. And not just in here, even in Canada. Canada in this year has seen the highest number of gangland killings. If you look at StatsCan, which is the Canadian government's statistics department, they've brought out a paper which states that amongst the 11 most wanted people in Canada, as much as 8 are Indians or Indian origin. These are all people who are descendants of the Punjabis that went to Canada, and now they find themselves, caught amidst this trap wherein they are at one side, they have the Khalistanis, at the other side, they have these gangsters. And the misguided youth, if I would be, that would be a sympathetic way to talk about them. You could call them misguided, but what you see them doing is they are using violence, they are using crime to further an agenda, which is not really done well for anyone. So if you look at Canada today, you see a number of expatriates over there who still harbor a dream of a Khalistan. And that dream is misguided. That Khalistan has never existed. If you look at Khalistan, even if you look at the Khalistan insurgency, where they claim that they fought for the Sikhs, you see as much as 70 to 80% of the people killed by the Khalistanis were Sikhs, not Hindus.
Right. Even in the documentary, there are several parts where, with some really, top voices have come out and said that the entire movement, the entire way, the Khalistan ideology was put forth for the people to consume wasn't really, popular or democratic in its, foundation and principles.
If you look at that, for instance, if you look at the recent elections that have happened in Punjab, there's only one candidate who openly supported Khalistan and managed to win the election. That was Simranjeet Singh Mann from Amritsar. Now, Simranjeet Singh Mann is an exception. No other Khalistani ever manages to win the elections. If you look at the votes, the average percentage of votes gained by the Khalistanis, it's never crossed beyond 2.5%. On the other hand, an outrightly Hindu party, the BJP, manages to get 3% of votes in Punjab. So you see the small fringe element which garners less than 2.5% of the votes, masquerading as the majority. They're exploiting the present social unrest, the political instability to further their own agenda. And what is clear is that these people don't really care about what happens to Punjab in general. They are guided, they're like obsessed with an ideology that has brought nothing but blood to Punjab.